During Bhagwan's lifetime, some of the serious seekers were living in Palakotu, a grove of jackfruit trees near the ashram. Sometimes they would decide to go to other towns to beg and sing praises of Bhagwan. Whenever they went to Bhagwan to get his permission for doing so, Bhagwan would inquire, "Where are you going? Where will you stay?" They would reply, "Bhagwan, we are not concerned about that. We are going to lead the lives of Parivrajakas, begging for food and staying without shelter." Bhagwan would not be very happy about this until they said, "We shall inform MasthanSwami about where we plan to go." This was because MasthanSwami would then go after them, give them food, or beg for them and make them take rest. They would go to Polur, Desur, Chengam or Jinji, all within a radius of 30 to 40 miles. MasthanSwami would follow them or go ahead, wait on them and serve them, saying, "I am the devotee's devotee," in the most genuine way. They would ask him, "MasthanSwami, you serve us so well, what can we do for you?" "You can do one thing for me," he would reply. "Narrate to me without omitting a single word whatever our master spoke in my absence." That was the only reward this devotee wanted. MasthanSwami was very humble. Bhagwan himself said that except for Kunju Swami and Vishwanatha Swami, no other devotee knew who MasthanSwami was. He preferred to remain unobserved. The words humble, devoted and pious aptly described him. Once a robbery took place in the old hall at Ramanashramam while Bhagwan, MasthanSwami and some others were present. There was no reaction from MasthanSwami, though one sadhu actually took a crowbar to hit the robbers. Bhagwan stopped him and said, "We are all sadhus. Our duty is to keep quiet. The robber's duty is to rob. Let us follow our dharma. Let them follow theirs." When MasthanSwami became ill, he moved from his village to another village because he did not want to give anyone trouble. Rarely did Bhagwan go out of his way for anybody. But in this case, Bhagwan called Desu Rammal and said, "Wherever MasthanSwami goes, be with him and look after him." I have rarely heard of Bhagwan giving this kind of instruction for the sake of any other devotee. MasthanSwami's last days were very beautiful. After he dropped his body, Desu Rammal came to Bhagwan and narrated, "Bhagwan, in his last days, we thought he was in delirium. He was saying, 'Nandi has descended and Shiva's celestial devotees, the Bhutaganas, are dancing, saying, Masthan, come, come, come to us.'" She continued, "Perhaps he was blabbering in his delirium. But Bhagwan, in his last moment, he stood up. It was absolutely impossible for him to stand up in that state. He stood up and then with tears in his eyes said, 'Apita Kuchambal has come to receive me. I am going, Desu Rammal,' and he dropped dead." On hearing this, Bhagwan commented, "Maybe the Universal Mother personally came to take him." All his descriptions tally with the world of Shiva described in the Puranas. MasthanSwami was an unassuming devotee. He had a wealth of hidden spiritual experiences. Not only did he extol MasthanSwami, the master thanked Desu Rammal as well. "It is a matter of gratification that he passed away in your care under your supervision." He did not stop there. After this, Bhagwan picked up a copy of the 2500-year-old Tamil book Tirumandiram. In it are instructions on how a realized being's dead body should be buried. Bhagwan marked those passages and sketched out how the tomb had to be built and the body entombed with sacred ash, camphor and other ingredients. Following these clear instructions, the Samadhi was built. The whole village turned out that day despite a pouring rain. The temple, even though it was a simple one, gave the temple chariot in which God's image was carried to carry the corpse of a Muslim. Most Hindus can feel the profundity of this. On that day, the rain was so heavy that the water was up to hip level. Amidst chanting, the body was carried into the Samadhi built according to Bhagwan's instructions. It is said that whoever goes there and offers prayers at the Samadhi has his wishes granted. Let us offer our salutations to one of the most beautiful devotees of Bhagwan. MasthanSwami was the simplest soul one could meet, but Bhagwan paid the highest tribute to him. He said that of all the people who came to him, Masthan was the ripest. One look and the fruit fell. MasthanSwami had a disciple named Sambandham, from whose notebook these details were gathered. Sambandham has written a song about his master. "O Masthan, the liberated sage who lives in Desur, you are ever a good and pure renunciate, who remain forever like a child, who roamed like a ghost and who lived without a trace of worldly desires. Precious gem who obtained the sacred grace of Sadguru Ramana, adored by all, praise to your fullness and salutations at your holy feet. From MasthanSwami, we learn the definition of a living Guru. We observe that MasthanSwami had almost 3 explosions of enlightenment, thrice his heart opened up with some feelings of doubt. In this process that he went through lies a lesson for us too. Never get discouraged. Self-effort and self-realization are nouns. Self-realizing is a verb because it is always happening. Masthan was an example of this. His third process of enlightenment occurred when Bhagwan asked him if he would like to follow the form or formless way of worship. MasthanSwami chose Nirguna, formless worship. Bhagwan already knew that Apita Kuchambal would come to take him. He asked him to choose worship in form or formlessness, and MasthanSwami chose the latter. Yet his ultimate liberation came from form, which means only one thing: God alone decides. We have the liberty only to make effort. The result is always in the hands of God, and it is always for our good.